तुम्ही निघाले ना तिकडे किती किती मिनिटं तो अभी वो बोल रहे 2 मिनट में पहुंच रहे ते ओपीवरच आहे कोणीतरी हात धरून बसवलं होतं त्याला तर काय सर आपले लोक सोडत नाही ना एखादा विसा असेल तर
हेलो हेलो गड़बड़ कैसे
भाई साहब जरा पीछे देखना, हम खड़े हैं। फोटो निकालने जाओ तो पीछे देखना, हम खड़े हैं।
You either you can be our side. Oh, you don't block us, you know.
Okay. It's okay. होता है।
राज भी दूसरा भी राज सभी बात चल
बजाओ।
इकडे गेले का दुसऱ्या चलो भाई चलो जाओ।
संभाजी महाराज की जय। जय श्री राम। जय श्री राम।
राजे एक महत्वाचा माणसा तुम्हाला भेटतो.
आठ वर्षाचा असतात. 8 वर्षाचा
पीछे उनके साथ
When you turn screen, you can speak, okay? So whenever...
Hello?
Thank you so much.
Take the chair off and put the five different chairs. काढून घ्या फटाके. हेवी आहे. नाही घेतो सुन ना बॉस ये बाइक का आवाज बढ़ाओ ना. ये क्या है ना कि कुछ बच्चे लोग आए।
हाँ
ठीक है,
थोड़ा पल्ला करा पीछे करो।
हाँ, हेलो 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 हेलो। हाँ, महाराज आए हुए हैं। महाराज इज हियर। इज अ वेरी सिंपल पर्सन, यू कैन सी। He doesn't like Sihasan. He wants a normal chair, what you guys are sharing. So you can understand how big he is by this.
लोकांना
Yeah,
बसायला सांग.
yeah. Please, everyone, be seated because Maharaj will bring on. So try not to use the cell phone much because we are here to see Maharaj and here to hear. तो हमें वो प्रयत्न करना है कि सबसे पहले अमेरिका का फ्लैग बोला जाएगा, उसके बाद अमेरिकन। तो निश्चित रूप से सिर के ऊपर कोई टोपी वगैरह ना रखेंगे और उसके बाद में भारतीय राष्ट्रगीत के समय बीच में अमेरिका बहुत बच्चे हैं जो अपने कार्यक्रम को प्रस्तुत करके। सानिका, यू कैन इंट्रोड्यूस।
I'm going to be an incoming college freshman, and I'll be attending Savannah College of Art and Design for 3D animation this fall. Come and take a look at the end of the event. And today I'll be singing the American National Anthem. Okay. And my sister. Can everyone please stand up? The flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
So now Sanika is going to sing the national anthem for America, and then we all will sing the national.
When you see by the dawn's early light, one so bright, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly the bombs bursting in air, still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner for the land of the brave?
अपने जो है हम राष्ट्रीय अंतम सभी लोग सावधान के मुद्रा में खड़े रहे। भारत माता की, भारत माता की, छत्रपति महाराज शिवाजी की।
छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराजांचा जय भवानी.
मी ऐकते डॉक्टर पाटील दिसत ते आले होते.
पाटील साहेब का? हा आहेत ना.
आता मी त्यांना आपण बोलू ना. नहीं मैं तुम्हें आता है अनाउंस करते हैं फॉर एवरीवन टू पार्टिसिपेट। और अभी हम अपने कार्यक्रम के प्रारंभ करते हैं। कुछ जिनकी वजह से ये कार्यक्रम हमारा संभव हो पाया क्योंकि उन्होंने मुझे संपर्क किया और फिर उसके बाद आपके इनके लिए भी एक चेयर है आपने। हाँ, अब मैं निवेदन करूंगा हमारे प्रिय काउंसिलमैन अजय पाटिल जी को ताल देकर उनका स्वागत और सत्कार करें। तत्पश्चात विमल जोशी जी उनको फूल की माला पहनाएंगे और हमारे में से जो एक अमेरिकन बच्चा है वो भी देगा और साथ में महाराज को जाते समय हम ये होपफुली वो लेके जाएंगे, ऐसा हम मानते हैं। तो हम उन्हें देंगे। हम बहुत बड़े तो लोग के छोटे से समय में आप सभी लोग आए इतनी बड़ी संख्या में, इसका बहुत बहुत आभार। तो मैं अजय पाटिल जी से निवेदन करूंगा, वे शाल चुके हैं, काउंसिल के प्रेसिडेंट रहे हैं और काफ़ी लंबे समय से वो समाज सेवा में लगे। हाँ, विमल जोशी जी डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी के चेयरमैन है। ये आज पॉलिटिकल कार्यक्रम नहीं है लेकिन वो बहुत बड़े समाज सेवक भी है। हाँ, हाँ, हमारे यहाँ के मंदिर के रघु जी जो यहाँ के संस्थापक है।
गणपतिगं भवामहे कविं कवीना उपमस्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पदा आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सेदसादनं प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वादेभिर्वाधिनीमती धीनाममित्रियवद यस्य वो नाम रूपाभ्यां या देवी सर्वमङ्गलां तया संस्मरणात्तुं येषामिन्दीव दस्याम हृदयस्थो जनार्दनः आपदामुपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं पर्याप्त्यानन्दरायाय सर्वस्तोमोदिरात्र उत्तममहर्भवति सर्वस्याप्त्यै सर्वस्य जित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जगत् नमामहे तेजस्विनावधेतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः सर्वे जना। थैंक यू भैया।
थैंक यू। प्रणाम।
हमको
नारळ सानिका आता नारळ देऊन श्रीफळ देऊन महाराजांचा स्वागत करते। हां, शी इज गोइंग टू गिव। हां, ये भी महाराजाला ते आणि एक आपल्यामध्ये एक व्हॉलेंटियर आहे अमेरिकन बॉर्न मुलगा तो ते। हां, ये बेटा कम ऑन या गिव इट टू महाराज। या टेल अबाउट युअर सेल्फ टू महाराज। या टेल। हाँ, वेरी गुड। हाँ, बहुत धन्यवाद सभी को। अजय पाटिल का काम स्पीक टू वर्ड्स फॉर द महाराज। अजय पाटिल।
Now I'm going to ask Ajay Patil to please come up on stage and speak a couple words.
Thank you, sir.
नमस्ते and good evening everyone. मराठी माणूस असल्यामुळे मी फक्त 2 वाक्य मराठीत बोलेन आणि बाकी इंग्लिशमध्ये बोलेन. संभाजी राजे छत्रपती ह्या एडिसन नगरीमध्ये तुमचं भव्य स्वागत. Because we are a little late in the program, I will not give the speech, but I'll be very brief. We all have heard about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Shahu Chhatrapati, leader here, who technically doesn't believe in politics. I just listened to his podcast on and carrying forward the legacy of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, who always believed work with everyone for the people. So the government has to be of the people, for the people, run by the common man. And that's what we see, the simplicity that, he declined to sit on a big chair and he want to be a common person. Edison is also known for a politics. This is a political town. If you read about the Edison, this is one of the most political town in the state of New Jersey. And this is just because we have a huge population of, read what our ancestors have said, what our Maharaji has said. He was not follow his footsteps. Let's be together, work for the people. With that, I would just end my small short.
So we have a couple of people who are going to share. So I would like to request our big time celebrity and social worker Ashok.
Thank you. I'm a social worker. I'm a president of non-profit organization called Indian Heritage and Cultural Association. Honorable, it's my privilege to be here with the Maharaj to see that we all February 16, 1630, so just 7 years to 400 years. In that 400 years, his name, his legacy has been carried out to Indian people. Indians who are in Marathi, Pune, Mumbai, Kolhapur, Maharashtra, India, and now 10,000 whole body transfer into our patriotic thing. He is the first king, Samrat, Maharaja who keep the Hindavi Swarajya and fought for him. As Ajayji mentioned, he never discriminated with caste, creed, religion. He has everybody included in his thing. Currently, our society needs that. With Sambhaji Maharaj's footstep, because of Maharaja's footstep, after 400 years also, we have his legacy continue. As he said, Pratishpash Chandra Lekheva Vardhir Vishnu Vishwavandita Shahu Suto Shivasesha Mudra Bhadraya Rajate. After 400 years, still name of Shivaji Maharaj is still shining, and we have the legacy here. So with that, I would like to welcome Maharaj again here, and I would like to welcome all of you. Thank you so very much.
Now I would like to request Raje Lakshmi to please come up on stage for a few words.
पहली बात तो मुझे माँ राज्य लक्ष्मी से संबोधित करिए। मैं महंत हूँ और I am expecting all the children to call me माँ राज्य लक्ष्मी. Okay. जो बोले सो निहाल, सत श्री अकाल, जयकारा शेरावाली का बोल, साचे दरबार की जय। नमः पार्वती। वैदिक राष्ट्राय विद्महे भारत वर्षाय धीमहि तन्नो भारत प्रचोदयात्। महाराज जी, राजा साहब हैं भीरकोट के, महाराज नेपाल महाराज निराज का एल्डर ब्रदर्स लिनिएज है। तो जैसे ही मैंने सुना कि आप आ रहे हैं, सो छात्र भाव इसमें है, इसीलिए पहले कह दिया भाई मेरे को राज्य लक्ष्मी ना बोलो, महाराज्य लक्ष्मी बोलो। आई एक्सपेक्टेड थिंग वैदिक राष्ट्राय विद्महे भारत वर्षाय धीमहि तन्नो भारत प्रचोदयात्। somewhere along the Anidam. So I wrote Gayatri Mantra today as I was preparing for Shivaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So, Dhimahi, Jijabai Putraye Dhimahi, Tanno Chhatrapati Shivaji Prachodayat. आपको नहीं कहा होगा. So ये किसी ऋषि मुनि ने ही must have composed it and it just came out. हमारे साथ हैं हमारे कई लोग, वो लोग जानते हैं कि ये वैदिक. So I was told to speak about Jijabai or his early years, and आपकी great Shivaji Maharaj, right? Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Then his second guru was Ramdas ji, and there is a very small incident. मेरे को रोकिएगा मत आप लोग. He saw his guru Ramdas ji begging, and he asked why. He gave his entire kingdom to him. At that time, he got the Bhagavad Dhwaj. Am I right? And am I saying? अगर मेरे से कुछ गलती हो जाए तो my apologies. So that Bhagavad Dhwaj, with that dedication, with that clarity, with that emotion, he created that Maratha Samraj. Hanji, in your aura, when you are enlightened soul, that's the aura. Bhagwa is the color. So now, and his guru said, with the grace of divinity, Bhavani, Jagadamba Ma, you take care of this land, and which he did. His mother, his influence, she was his first teacher and guided him throughout. Just like Bhagavad Gita is the first manuscript of business transaction, same way Shivaji Maharaj was the first king as an administrator. That we all read about his shaurya, his battles and victory and this, how he killed. Yes. Now, let me...
No, I addressed the party.
हाँ ठीक है, फिर मुझे ना बुलाइए.
No, sorry.
All right, okay. So उसको अगर किसी को expand करना है उनकी administrative quality, because this is not discussed. देखिए मैंने बहुत research किया जब आपने कहा कि आप आइए, तो he was the first king. I'll try to cut it short since I've been tapped on the shoulder. He was the first king, emperor, samrat, जो भी कहिए, who centralized the army. First king. उसके पहले मुगलों का मनसबदार, जमींदार, ये वो, that's how. And these were barren. System is not working. So he centralized his army. And by merit, he appointed the chiefs and brigadier and whatever. He was the first one who had paid. They were, so if you're not getting paid, what would you do? And he abolished 6 years slavery was abolished. UK was abolished slavery himself. He abolished it. Other thing he did, he constituted army law, was the first king. इसीलिए मैं बोल रही, मुझे थोड़ा सा बोल देने, बच्चे बैठे हुए ढेर सारे, research on this. He was the first one who had it. Our Indian government, Navy, he was the Maharaj is the procedure and process. That's emperor who created a samraj. बहुत कुछ बोलना था पर इतना ही बोलूंगी. So, lineage. Many Rajputana and many kingdoms have disappeared. But I am so happy. बहुत बहुत प्रणाम है. And I wish, Batani Dadaji, that I am direct dishonored to have your darshan. Jai Siya Ram. More time, I'll talk to you.
For that, you need to call me again to listen to you.
Most definitely, I'll be in touch with him.
Yeah, नहीं बहुत करें, क्योंकि महाराज के पास भी समय कम है। मैं जानता हूँ सबकी इच्छा बहुत है महाराज के बारे में बात करने की, लेकिन आचार्य हमारे बहुत बड़े एम्बेसडर हैं जो अपने बारे में बताएंगे वो किस क्षेत्र से हैं। 2 मिनट में मैं उनकी तारीफ क्या करूँ। वे मोदी सरकार में बहुत बड़े पद पर हैं और
आज के इस कार्यक्रम के परम आदरणीय मुख्य अतिथि महाराज छत्रपति बसंत नायक जी और उनकी पूरी टीम, और आदरणीय भाई साहब जिनका नाम है डॉक्टर पाटिल साहब, और तमाम यहाँ पर बुद्धिजीवी जो आज सनातन के सम्राट विद्वता में सागर से भी ज़्यादा गहरा, साहस में हिमालय से भी बड़े, गुरुओं के प्रति, माताओं के प्रति ऐसी शालीनता, ऐसा त्याग, तपस्या, महाबलिदानी, हृदय से उनका अभिनंदन करता हूं। इट्स ए ऑल वेरी डिवाइन एंड स्पिरिचुअल कोइंसिडेंस। आई एम हियर टुडे ऑन अमेरिका visit, and all of a sudden I came to know that Maharaj ji is coming, so I cut short my all the journey and came down to New Jersey today. महाराज जी, मैं आपको विनम्र निवेदन करूंगा कि आप हमारे पूज्य जगत गुरु शंकराचार्य द्वारका शारदा पीठाधीश्वर महाराज श्री सदानंद सरस्वती जी के आश्रम में जरूर पधारें। अपने परिवार कुटुंब सहित आपका पूर्ण राज अभिनंदन जो सम्मान है उस तरह से पूज्य जगत गुरु शंकराचार्य जी की ओर से हम करने का आपको निमंत्रण देते हैं, क्योंकि पहली बार हजारों वर्षों के बाद पूज्य जगत गुरु शंकराचार्य द्वारका पीठाधीश्वर जी ने मुझे एक साधारण मनुष्य को उनका ग्लोबल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव नियुक्त किया। इतने लोग आए हैं, उनको भी मैं निवेदन करता हूं कि जिस तरह से जगत गुरु आदि शंकराचार्य जी ने 4 मठ का निर्माण किया और सनातन धर्म की रीति शंकराचार्य पूज्य जगत गुरु जी आज द्वारका पीठ में विराजमान है। आप सबको निमंत्रण है, जब कभी आप गुजरात आते हैं तो जरूर पधारें, क्योंकि सनातन के लिए अवतरित आदि गुरु शंकराचार्य जी का परंपरा महाराज छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज जी ने अपने सनातन की रक्षा के लिए धर्म के प्रति उतना ही सम्मान होने के कारण उन्होंने तमाम विरोधी और शत्रुओं को ध्वस्त करते हुए अपना भगवा ध्वज लहराया। और इसी कड़ी को पुनः आज छत्रपति महाराज जी के वंशज को आज ये मौका मिला है उस भगवा ध्वज को, धर्म ध्वज को आगे ले जाने का। उसमें हम सब का नहीं बोलूंगा, आज ये मौका में कम समय में ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग आप लोग मैं यही कहूंगा कि महाराज जी के पथ चीणों में चलने का प्रयास करें और अपने लिए नहीं, अपने धर्म के लिए, समाज के लिए, देश के लिए जिस तरह से महाराज छत्रपति शिवाजी ने अपने मां के चरणों में स्वराज्य और पूरा जो उनका राजमहल चरणों में डाल दिया, वो भाव मां भारती के लिए यहाँ रह करके हम सब भारतवंशियों के मन में यही संकल्प होना चाहिए। यही कह करके मैं अपनी
I would like to request Mrs. Painstay to come up on stage to say a few words.
नमस्कार, मी सोनाली पेंडसे, सगळ्यात पहिलं छत्रपती संभाजी राजांचं मला स्वागत करायचं आहे आमच्या रेस्टॉरंटतर्फे. तुम्ही सगळे आलात, खूप छोट्या अवधीमध्ये सगळ्यांना आमंत्रण देऊन सगळे इथे आलात, हजर राहिलात, त्याच्याबद्दल धन्यवाद. आणि छत्रपती शिवाजी राज शब्द फारच कमी पडतील, कारण आपण सगळे भारतातले आहोत आणि स्पेशली महाराष्ट्रातले आहोत. आणि जसं आता चौधरींनी जस्ट आता म्हटलं 7 वर्षानंतर इट्स गोइंग टू बी 400 years. इट्स म्हणजे मी फारच अगदी म्हणजे काहीच शब्द बोलू शकत नाही. आमचे खूप खूप आभार मानते. आणि
आम्ही 7 वर्षानंतर इकडे मोठं सेलिब्रेशन करू, तेव्हा तुम्ही जरूर या.
जेव्हा 400 वर्ष पूर्ण असतील.
प्लीज हेल्प युअर सेल्फ सगळ्यांनी, प्लीज. थँक्यू.
थँक्यू.
ही आता कोल्हापूरच्या शिक्षिका
आदरणीय संभाजी राजे छत्रपती, सन्माननीय उपस्थित लोक आणि माझे बंधू भगिनी, मी कोल्हापूरची आहे. माझा जन्म, माझं लग्न सगळं कोल्हापुरात झालेलं आहे. महाराज आहे, कोणत्या भावना आहेत या ठिकाणी मी थोडक्यात सांगणार आहे, कारण आपल्याला बाकीचा इतिहास सगळ्यांना माहितीच आहे. शिवाजी महाराज तर आपले दैवतच आहे. त्यामुळे आज मी फक्त राजांच्या विषयी, संभाजी राजांच्या विषयी बोलणार आहे. छत्रपतींच्या पराक्रमाने, म्हणजे शिवाजी छत्रपती पराक्रमाने पावन झालेलं वंदन, नमस्कार आणि मुजरा करण्यासाठी मी इथे आलेले आहे. आणि मला नक्की वाटतं की हे माझं वंदन, नमस्कार, मुजरा कुठे ना कुठेतरी जिथं छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराज असतील तिथे नक्कीच पोहोचेल. साऱ्या पृथ्वीवरती राज्य करण्याची ज्यांची क्षमता असणारा राजा, शिवछत्रपतींचे वारस राजे संभाजी. मी राजांना वेगवेगळ्या माध्यमातून ओळखते. कोल्हापुराची जरी असेल, त्यांच्या वाड्यापासून आमचं घर थोडंसं जवळ जरी असलं तरी त्यांची भेट, त्यांची ओळख होणं शक्यच नाही. पण आज हा योग या ठिकाणी आलेला मला कधी वाटलं नव्हतं की मी राजांच्या विषयी बोलेन, तशी मला संधी मिळेल. परंतु आज खरोखरच आनंद आहे की अमेरिकेसारख्या देशामध्ये मी आज माझ्या राजांच्या विषयी थोडंसं बोलणार आहे. राजांना वेगवेगळ्या माध्यमातून मी ओळखते, पाहते, ऐकते आणि मला ते सगळंच भावतं. सामान्य माणसामध्ये मिसळण्याची त्यांची सहजता ही पाहण्यासारखी आहे. आपण आता अनुभव घेतलेलाच आहात. ते त्या खुर्चीवर नाही बसले, आपल्यासारख्या सामान्य खुर्चीवरती बसले. या छोट्याशा अनुभवातूनच आपल्याला महाराज कसे आहेत, राजे कसे आहेत हे लक्षात येतं. गरिबांच्या मध्ये पटकन मिसळतात, त्यांच्या झोपडीपर्यंत जाण्याची त्यांची मानसिकता आहे. झोपडीमध्ये बसून ते कांदा भाकरी खातात, तशा बातम्या येतात, तसे फोटो येतात. आणि हे सगळं बघितलं की आठवण येते शाहू राजांची, छत्रपती संभाजी राजांचं कार्य. दुसरं म्हणजे राजांना, त्यामुळे त्यांचं मिसळणं, सामान्यांच्यात मिसळणं किंवा गरिबांच्यात मिसळणं, कोणीही प्रश्न घेऊन गेला तर त्यांच्याशी बोलणं, तो प्रश्न सोडवण्यासाठी मदत करणं. मी वैयक्तिक नाही गेले तर माझे शेजारी पाजारी मित्र मंडळी, अडलेले नडलेले सगळे त्यांच्याकडे जातात आणि समाधानाने परत येतात. आणि त्यामुळे संभाजी महाराजांच्या बाबतीत राजांबद्दल वाटणारा जिव्हाळा, अभिमान, प्रेम हे सगळं हृदयामध्ये, मनामध्ये, म्हणजे माझ्याच नाही, महाराज प्रत्येक कोल्हापूरवासियांच्या मनामध्ये आपल्याविषयीचा अभिमान आहे, प्रेम आहे, जिव्हाळा आहे. प्रत्येकाच्या हृदयामध्ये तुमची मूर्ती आहे. आणि हे सगळं सांगत असताना आता इथे येत असताना मला थोडासा त्यांच्या कॉलेज जीवनाचा अनुभव मी इथं शेअर करू शकते महाराजांच्या परवानगीने. चालेल? तुमच्या कॉलेज जीवनाचा एक प्रसंग मी अनुभवलेला. मी NCC ऑफिसर मेजर सरोज यादव. माझ्याकडे सिनियर कॉलेजची गर्ल्स NCC होती आणि त्यामुळे एकदा B सर्टिफिकेट एक्झाम, NCCमधली ही परीक्षा आहे B आणि C, तर B सर्टिफिकेटसाठी मी महाराजांच्या कॉलेजमध्ये गेले होते. मला माहीत नव्हतं की त्यावेळेला ते युवराज NCC कॅडेट आहेत किंवा NCCमध्ये आहेत हे मला माहीत नव्हतं. आणि तिथे एक पाटमोरा कॅडेट उभा राहिलेला होता. इकडे मुलामुलींची परीक्षा होते, सगळे युनिफॉर्ममध्ये होते आणि माझं काहीतरी काम होतं आणि म्हणून मी महाराजांना बोलवलं. पण त्यावेळेला महाराज म्हणून नाही, कॅडेट म्हणून बोलवलं. आणि मग त्यांचं ते NCCमधलं शिस्तबद्ध चालणं, रुबाबदार चालणं, त्यांची पर्सनॅलिटी, हे म्हणून हा कॅडेट किती छान आहे असं माझ्या मनामध्ये आलं, म्हणजे काही वेगळंच आहे. आणि मग मी तिथल्या माझ्या प्राध्यापकांना, म्हणजे ते पण NCC ऑफिसर होते, हा विद्यार्थी कोण हो, काहीतरी वेगळाच आहे. मग ते असं हळू सवय झालं, ते युवराज आहेत, युवराज. आणि मग तिथे मला जे भावले त्यावेळेची जी त्यांची NCC कॅडेट म्हणून मला आलेला अनुभव, त्यांच्याशी थोडंसं झालेलं बोलणं, त्यांचं वागणं, त्यांची शिस्तबद्धता ही एक 10 मिनिटामध्ये मला समजून गेली. आणि पण काही ठराविकच कॅडेट्स असे जे आपल्या मनामध्ये घर करून बसतात, त्यापैकी राजे तुम्हाला पण सांगता आलं नाही, मी ते आज या ठिकाणी सांगते. असे काही आणखीन एक विद्यार्थी म्हणजे आहे, तो म्हणजे R माधवन, अभिनेता. तोही असाच होता. तोही कुठेतरी मनामध्ये घर, म्हणजे असे काही चांगले चांगले विद्यार्थी आहेत, त्याच्यामध्ये महाराज एक आहेत. आणि त्यामुळे ते खूप मनाला भावतं, त्यांच्याविषयीचं प्रेम. महाराजांचं सध्या ज्या ठिकाणी वास्तव्य आहे न्यू पॅलेस, आपण म्हणतो राजवाडा, ते आम्हा कोल्हापूरवासियांना कोल्हापूरच्या तर त्या पवित्र वास्तूला आम्ही आमच्या पाहुण्यांना घेऊन जातो, दुरून दाखवतो, आत जातो. आणि ते मंदिर, महालक्ष्मीचं मंदिर आणि न्यू पॅलेस हे आम्ही कधी सोडलेलं नाही, कारण ते मंदिर एवढंच ते ठिकाण आम्हाला पवित्र वाटतं. आता शेवटी तरुणांसाठी त्यांनी जी मराठी अस्मिता जपण्यासाठी त्यांनी जी स्वराज्य नावची जी संघटना स्थापन केलेली आहे ती खूप मोठी हो अशी इच्छा खूप आहे. मी माझ्या ज्या आत्ताच्या ज्या छोट्याशा कमी वेळामध्ये, तरी मला वाटतं थोडंसं जास्तच घेतलं आहे, कमी वेळामध्ये मी ज्या भावना व्यक्त केलेल्या आहेत त्या सर्व आमच्या कोल्हापूरकरांच्या वतीनं केलेलं आहे. प्रत्येक कोल्हापुराच्या माणसांच्या मनामध्ये काय आहे ते सांगितलेलं आहे. कार्यक्रम संपल्यानंतर एक अमेरिकेमध्ये तुमच्याविषयी बोलल्याबद्दल मला आणि माझी जी छोटीशी फॅमिली आहे त्यांच्याबरोबर एक फोटो काढायचा आहे, आपली परमिशन असेल तर. भावना व्यक्त करण्याची संधी मिळाली. इतक्या वर्षा मनामध्ये कुठेतरी हृदयामध्ये दडून राहिलेलं थोडंसं बाहेर पडलेलं आहे. त्यामुळे या संयोजकांचं मनापासून आभार आणि खूप खूप धन्यवाद.
Lastly, I would like to announce Priyanka Gondu to
महाराष्ट्राची लेक प्रियांका संभाजी महाराज आणि छत्रपती शाहू महाराज यांचे वंशज माननीय छत्रपती संभाजी राजे हे आज आपल्या शहरात आले आहेत. त्यांचे मी सर्वांच्या तर्फे मनापासून स्वागत करते. अशी रायगडावर शिवाजी महाराज यांचा राज्याभिषेक दिन साजरा करण्याचे अतिशय मोठे आणि तंतोतंत नियोजन करण्याचे आणि सुंदर सोहळा पार पाडण्याचे काम ते करत आलेले आहेत. पुरात अडकलेल्या लोकांना मदत देण्याचे काम करून आपले पाय नेहमी जमिनीवर आहेत हे दाखवून दिलेले आहे. शिवाय छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराज आणि छत्रपती शाहू महाराज यांचे काम तळमळीने पुढे नेण्यासाठी ते सतत नेहमी झटत असतात. त्यांच्यावर मी एक कविता लिहून आणलेली आहे, ती मी वाचून दाखवते. छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराज छत्रपती शाहू महाराज यांचे वारसदार माननीय छत्रपती संभाजी राजे आज आले आपल्या घरी. त्यांच्या स्वागताला एडिसन नटलेले भाषा कर्तृत्वाचा नाही मोठेपणा राजेपणाचा झराव आहे सदा माणुसकीचा अभिमान आम्हाला राजा आमचा कोल्हापूरचा. एडिसनला मराठी अस्मितेच्या रंगाने साऱ्यांचा चेहरा रंगला साऱ्या.
हां, थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. सगळ्यांनी चांगलं बोललं. अजून ऐकेन कारण मला पण त्यांना ऐकायचं आहे. तर महाराज प्लीज या. थोडासा वेळ थोडा जास्त घेतला आम्ही पण
नाही डॉलर्स बिलच असले तर सांगा, आम्हाला गरजच आहे. The eminent educationalist Vasant Naik, who organized the entire show this evening. I have Kevin Anthony, son of Member of Parliament Anto Anthony, who is associated with me, who has accompanied me, right, who has coordinated my entire US trip. And ladies and gentlemen, it gives me an immense pleasure this evening to be speaking at the August gathering, not in India, but in Little India. First of all, before I start my, who has spoken very highly, who has spoken with the due sincerity, due respect towards the great legend of India, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj. I am fortunate and blessed to be born in the family of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Shahu Maharaj. The family is definitely a worth an asset, but unless you have this legacy connected to the common man, it has no importance to be born in that family. Like Vasant Naik, to all the speakers, rightly appreciate, or the prince of the common man. It's not me who is doing this legacy or following this legacy. It is the legacy set by my forefathers. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, I'm so happy. So many 1,000 kilometers here at Edison. I could not believe I'm sitting in US. What a legacy he has. After almost 350 years, maybe 1,000 years to go, it would rather, it won't diminish, it would increase day by day. See, I am a simple man, just born in that family. But when Dr. Patil realized that I am coming to United States, initiative that let's call everyone. You have not come to hear Sambhaji Chhatrapati, you have come here to applaud Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. You have come here to show your, yes, we have the highest regards for Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. That is why you all have come here. I am just a reason for it. Right from his administration, his welfare, to his warfare, to his valor, to his discipline, to the empowerment. Not a single thing you can pinpoint where Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has gone wrong. You will never be able to tell in history where Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has given to India and overseas. You talk about his discipline, you talk about his Swarajya, you talk about the importance of Swarajya, why he formed the Swarajya, why did he form the Hindu Swarajya, what is the reason for it, why he did not work under the Mughals, the Adil Shahi Maharashtra did. His father Shahaji Maharaj could not do it, but he had the vision that if I can't do it, but my son should form the Swarajya. Swarajya is what? The self-rule. Inside our own kingdom. So small things of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj need to be focused. I am so happy, I am touched. Mihir, he was written a book on Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. I applaud him, I congratulate him. He is such a small boy to write a book on Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. I don't dare to yet. Let's not get into debates, but let us talk something very positive of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, which we all have done today. Across India, speak about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the heroism of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. When his valor had to be used, he led by example. Administration needed to be used. He did it. Nothing was hierarchy. Like in America, you are here to earn money. You are here. America supports you. America is here to give you all the push. It is everything on merit. He has the 9 council of ministers, so his son becomes a council, the 9 Jagirdar. One of them could be Sarlashkar, so his son gets to individual. If his son has the merit, he will be given that post, or maybe some important post than his father also. Put it into practice in today's world. So that is what is following the legacy of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. That is what he has given to us. What has he taught me? To be very simple. To have born there and it's come because I am born there, it runs in my blood. No. I have read history. I have to imbibe history and put it into practice. This is what he has taught me. This simplicity has been taught by Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj. Shahu Maharaj is a social reformer of the night, who was the first person to give reservations in Kolhapur state, which were later imbibed by Dr. should be gone. But unfortunately, the politics of India, the social fabric is still so strong. It is not possible now, but I'll not get into that. But unfortunately, me giving a big speech or a long speech, I can speak for hours, not hours, but I can speak for length. But more important is, if you have some. But one point before I conclude, which is my passion and which hurts me the most, is even now the Indian politicians, especially the Maharashtra politicians, do not care about it. That is, someone mentioned about, he's the heading the northern culture heritage movement here. So I forget your name, Chaudhary. So because Shivaji Maharaj, when he formed this Swarajya, he had almost 300 forts with him, 300 plus forts. What have we done for the conservation and restoration of Shivaji Maharaj forts? ते अपने जीवन स्मारक है, वो जीवित स्मारक है हमारे सब. Except the Udaipur, Maharana Pratap. They have never fought wars because they look beautiful. Our Shivaji Maharaj forts are the forts which have actually fought wars. Every stone has history behind it. Every stone has history behind it. Take a sip of alcohol on Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Fort. That says it all. This is the culture, this is the tradition. The fort, you will be bashed up. The government can be toppled if the government gives the permission also. But what have we done for the restoration, conservation of Maharashtra forts? We haven't done anything which we take the name of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj, Dr. Baba Ambedkar, Mahatma Phule. But what have we done? I don't want to applaud myself. I don't want to just talk good about myself. The Raigad Fort, which is the capital fort of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, it is the epitome of all the forts of Maharashtra. Shivaji Maharaj, a fort called Zinzi. He had this Vellore fort next to it. When Sambhaji, one of his sons, Sambhaji Maharaj, was brutally killed by Aurangzeb, his younger son, he ruled the Maratha kingdom. Maratha is all caste and creed. 1680 to 1689. Now, we only talk about this. What about the conservation? So I force the government, let us start conservation of Raigad Fort. With the government, the state, the central government, that is the Archaeological Survey of India, is a custodian, a unique experience being taken place, a unique motive, a unique movement is being taken place, where the state funds and the center also plays a equal, something like Raigad Fort. Let us conserve maybe 50 forts of Maharashtra. If you can't do it, we are there to do it. A common man of Maharashtra, or people like you or rupees per month, they have all come and met me and said, we would like to put 5,000 rupees, because they also feel, let us, maybe from our earnings, 50 rupees. So money is not the problem. The dedication or the vision required for the restoration of forts is unfortunately not in Maharashtra. So I may be a politician. Someone said he doesn't. I may have the vision, but I may not have the pulse to be a politician. But yes, I definitely have a pulse to see that. There's so many things to speak, but I think your questions would be more important. But I thank Vasant Naik, who has taken all the efforts to see that everybody comes together to maybe in future. Because what happened was in Chicago, I was invited by the FI for the 77th India's Independence Day. Somehow I got my visa cleared in 4 days. Program on my social media. It was then Dr. Patil who saw it, and Dr. Patil told Vasant Naik ji that let us do something at Edison. That is why I'm here. I also thank Kalyan Ghule, who got me a friend who's been with me in my school, who's been with me in my college, and is giving me shelter tonight. So I don't need to put anything from my pocket. So I thank Kevin Anthony because his father is there was a mandir is there. So he's a sitting MP, he's a third MP. He's been, you're not doing anything. You don't need to carry your secretaries and whatever stuff. So I thank, and thank everybody. It was not required for you to come, but in a short notice, you have all have come. I thank all the speakers who have actually spoke so highly about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. I thank, she in fact told everyone that she called me and said, who this so-called personalities, so-called handsome personality. She said, we request you to have a photograph. How can you request when you are ordering me there at NCC? I was supposed to be your tutor. So I tell, in fact, I thank Yadav Madam also talking about very towards me. I never expected, after almost 87. She's 89. When I was in my NCC. In fact, I was annual training camp where all the NCC boys come. Then I was also, I'd almost reached to RD, the CATC Camp 1, CATC Camp 2, CATC Camp 3. So I think I got. You also compare your, your music skills with your police. So I think I was thrown away from that, and that also got me, know that in the years to come, I need to develop that quality also. Thank you once again.
Hello. Yeah. Few people have raised some questions which we have collected, and most of them were the common. So Sarika will tell the first question. तुमच्या जागेवर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन
Should I sit down or guys?
Yeah, you can sit down.
Where did you sit down?
Okay. Sanika. Okay, so the first question was, did you grow up in a royal setting like a
Has to go through that protocol, through the discipline where you are born. So there are two sides of it. One is how you take it. Important is the discipline which was laid for me. I think that discipline has brought me here. Second is although there was a discipline, so there was no pomp and grandeur which you see in the other royalties. They like to show off their cars, they like to show off their wealth, they like to show off their royalty. Our main asset of our royalty, I've learned from my lineage, and that's what the difference between the other royalty and the royalty of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, which you see. Every word which I speak, or every word, every moment which I present myself, has to have the culture, has to have the tradition, has to have the simplicity at large. So yeah, but that aura sometimes makes one feel, is the generally, you see a lot of royalties. You see on the first page 3, with properly dressed, with all the jewelry, trying to show, yes, we are something different than the common man. We are Kshatriyas, or we are the blue royalty doesn't exist. Although there is everything which we have, when it is time to show, we do show it, but we don't like showing something different and something different. See, my point is not to show. Showing is a wrong word. It was a wedding after 50 years in Kolhapur, and there was full of pomp, grandeur. So then, what jewelry had to be worn was also written. Haldi Lagai, or a lot of other programs which took place. Then we asked Maharaj, what are you going to wear? He said, I don't need to tell you. That's my father. Maharaj, I said, what are you going to wear? He said, that means not, you will not be told what I am going to wear. But don't worry, I'll be properly well dressed. So we saw him in the wedding. He was just with a sword, which was the family sword, which was having at that time. And he wore, what did he wear? He did not wear any jewelry, but he wore Kaudaichi Mar. I think Maharashtra people know what the importance of Kaudaichi Mar is. It's only the Chhatrapati, who is the ruling heir to the throne, can wear that. I can't wear it today. Any jewelry, no jewelry could be compared with it, rather, because Shivaji Maharaj wore that. And no other king can wear that. It's only the Chhatrapati can wear that. This had to be, it's not showing, this had to be showcased, this had to be presented. This is very we do. But your question is, we are simple like you are.
Thank you.
Why can't you wear it?
So my father is a Chhatrapati, although we use the surname as Chhatrapati, but my father is the heir to the throne, so he has the right to use it. So like, you have a pagdi.
Yeah.
So we have the shirtwaist. We also have tura, gains, a lot of things. You see my photograph somewhere. And there's one thing called kalgi. So kalgi is only worn by the.
Thank you very much, Raje. Second question we have from the public, that what kind of social work or the steps you are taking to going forward to move Chhatrapati Shivaji's vision?
I didn't get your question, but I think whatever Shivaji Maharaj and Shahu Maharaj has taught us, you work for the common man. Be like a common man. And that is how it is. I think someone mentioned to me I was eating bhakri and zulka. Small things. It is not eating zulka and bhakri. We are not showing anything, but we are trying to be a part of them. And it's not just making you have a lot of media and which you showcase, do something. No, it's there. It's there. It runs in system. Well, social activities, yes. Work for the downtrodden, which Shahu Maharaj has taught for. Where there is injustice, give them the justice. That is why the Swarajya in the coming few days it's turned into a political party now, which I don't want to discuss here because we are not here for that. But yes, through Swarajya, fight for the common causes of the people. The proper education system, which unfortunately in Maharashtra all the government schools are being finished up. So you have no education system. You can't be totally dependable on the private sector. There is unemployment. You have to work for the farmers. So there are not many things which one question does not justifiable from my side. But in crux is you have to understand the common man's difficulties and work for them.
Thank you so much. Chhatrapati Shivaji. How do you balance like your work and then social work and family?
I work with.
How do you manage and balance
Your work and family, social work and family. Balance, yeah.
Now, once you get married, I'm like a regular husband. The wife is the real king and the real queen. So you have to respect that. It's the same thing. There is nothing. It's the same thing what India follows in every family. So it's the same thing. Yes, there is one thing for sure. There is. But also to be a responsible member of the family, work for the common man. New palace where there is utmost luxury. What the other madam was saying, where I could spend my entire, time in, being very happy, being at the comfort level. But I've always been touring Maharashtra, working for the common man extensively, not only collaborative, extensively, all the parts of Maharashtra. I think a person from Nanded was here. So he will, if you ask him, he will tell most eastern side of Maharashtra. So, they have, my family definitely sacrificed what a general family has, that happiness. While on my way, she texted, she has some backache. She's just started her exercise and she has some backache. Well, it's very personal. She's in Kolhapur. Last 20 days I've not met her. Power of communication is your phone. So we are happy with it. But definitely.
Thank you, Raje. Only two more questions left. We definitely wanted to ask you 100 questions, but we have limited that. What do you want to say to the next generation or young kids for all the world, from all the world?
One needs to be focused. One needs to be very positive. Because in today's world, you see a lot of depression popping up, depression coming. The world is full of opportunities, and then if you go wrong somewhere, then you get depressed. So there are few qualities which you should have is believe in yourself. You should envisage what you want in life. You should not be afraid of dreaming. So dreaming is not bad at all. And think very positively. You should know your goal. So you had a goal. You have someone to take care of you. But here, when you come to states, you have to stand on your own feet. There's no alternative. So that is the responsibility which you had. You had the vision. You had to envisage. No, I have come all the way from India to struggle all the way to earn a lot of earnings here, to stand on my own feet, which you have done, which you have become successful. And that's the reason you respect America, because they are giving you the bread and butter here. So otherwise, why should you respect America? So similarly, the youth also should be focused. They should have your line set for what you want to do in the future. You should be positive. And there are so many things which you find in the book. But what I think by just reading the books, by just reading Sheikh Hera or whatever, that is not an answer to it. You have to work for it. You have to take the experience. You have to give your best. You have to work hard. So unless you work hard, the success cannot come to you. So while working hard, the success comes to you. I still, than any other politician, I work for almost 15 to 16 hours. See, I've come to FI. I was called by Chicago. I would have, gone for a little holiday, 10, 12 days holiday, seeing the West Coast, or go to California, or wherever, seeing New York. I could have come to Edison, and when I had come to Edison, I would have told Vijay, I would take me for 2-3 days tour. No, that's not it. But I've come here for work. I've come here on a mission. I've come here with some responsibility. So I need to cater for that. So that is how it should be.
So one thing I wanted to say was when I was first asked to host you on this stage, I was thinking about what questions to ask you, and the first question that came to my mind was actually asked, and because when I go to India, I visit all these forts, and it's not in the best condition. It just makes me sad. So one last question is, how have you liked Edison so far?
I just reached Edison. And the first thing when I reached Edison, I saw all the placards on the hotels, on the motels, on the petrol. It's written in English, but it had all your tradition, the name which you see in India. And I was very touched. That's why I said Little India. And that is how you're keeping the culture alive. You're keeping your, you know your roots. You can't forget your roots. Although, and at the same time, the first anthem which was sung was the American anthem. American Indians. So you respect because they give you the butter, they give you the bread and butter, they give you the respect to be liberal. Your freedom of thought, freedom of expression. At the same time, you kept your culture, tradition alive by singing the Indian national anthem, by saying Jai Hind, the Indian names. I was very touched, and I'm going to call my wife Sweeta and say, yes, I come to Little India. So if rule is eat what the local food is. So when I go, so it's a compulsion for them also. You go to Mexico, eat Mexican food. You go to China, eat Chinese food, which I sometimes don't like. You go to Europe, you go to eat Europe continental food. Now when you come to Edison, do what Edison says. So we have Indian food there. So she has to come here, we need it.
महाराजजी आपल्याकडे अजून एक क्वेश्चन आलेला आहे. वी डू हॅव वन क्वेश्चन, लास्ट क्वेश्चन. Ranjit, where are you? Okay. Why don't you go ahead and ask your question? Go ahead. So basically he's saying महर्षी दयानंद सरस्वती यांनी स्थापन केलेला आर्य समाज राजर्षी शाहू महाराजांनी स्वीकारला होता. तर आर्य समाजाचे कार्य पुन्हा कोल्हापूर येथे सुरू होण्यासाठी काही योजना आहे का?
राजर्षी छत्रपती शाहू महाराजांनी दोन समाजाला पुढाकार दिला. एक होता सत्यशोधक समाज आणि दुसरा आर्य समाज. सत्यशोधक समाजाचा अर्थ मी जर सांगायला गेलो तर बराच वेळ जाईल, त्यांना ते लक्षात येईल जे त्यांना माझं म्हणण्याचा काय अर्थ आहे. सत्यशोधक समाजाचा अर्थ असा आहे की देवळात सगळ्यांना जायला परवानगी, तुम्ही अडू नका. आणि आर्य समाजाचा अर्थ आहे की थोडक्यात म्हणजे धार्मिक विधी सुद्धा टाळू नये. धार्मिक विधी करून तुम्ही सगळे तुमची संस्कृती आहे, जे संस्कार आहेत, हे सगळे पाळायला पाहिजे. तर त्यावेळी राजे छत्रपती शाहू महाराजांनी ज्यावेळी भास्करराव जाधव हे सत्यशोध समाज एवढी चालना दिली त्यावेळी शाहू महाराजांनी, तेवढीच चालना त्यांनी आर्य समाजाला दिली. म्हणून त्या आर्य समाजाला ती जागा सुद्धा कोल्हापुरात अलॉट केलेली आहे. आणि आजही तिथं बऱ्यापैकी मुवमेंट चालते. पण दुर्दैवाने तुमचा प्रश्न रास्त आहे, कारण ज्याच्यासाठी ती शाळा उभा केली होती, ज्याच्यासाठी ती शाळा प्रस्थापित केली होती राजर्षी शाहू महाराजांनी, आज शाळा सुद्धा असताना सुद्धा तुम्ही आर्य समाजाच्या बद्दल काही सांगता का त्यांना? आर्य समाज का स्थापन झाला, का शाहू महाराज आर्य समाजाला पुढाकार दिला? हा प्रश्न मी तिथं निश्चित शाळेत मांडेन आणि शाळेतल्या लोकांना सांगेन. तुम्हाला ती एवढी आज 100 एकर जमीन कोल्हापुरात तयार असेल तिथं हार्ट ऑफ द सिटी मध्ये, तर तुम्ही ठीक आहे, तुम्ही बाकीच्या कार्यक्रम तुम्ही शिकवा, सांगा, दाखवा, वाचा, पण वाय नॉट प्रमोट आर्य समाज? आणि डेफिनेटली तुमच्या प्रश्नाचं मी तिथून नक्कीच सांगेन. आणि ऍट द सेम टाइम राजर्षी शाहू महाराजांनी आर्य समाजाच्या बेसवर शाहू वैदिक स्कूल स्टार्ट केली. तर ती शाहू वैदिक म्हणजे शिवाजी वैदिक स्कूल आणि लोक म्हणतात, आता आम्ही थोडं शाहू वैदिक स्कूल म्हणतात, पण ती आर्य समाजाच्या बेसवरच आहे. आणि ती आमच्या पद्धतीने, आमच्या परीने नवीन पुरोहित लोकांना तयार करण्याच्या दृष्टिकोनातून, वैदिक मंत्राच्या दृष्टिकोनातून ते चालवलं आर्य समाज. आय कुड रिलेट टू.
So, धन्यवाद महाराज. Thank you, Ranjit. So, let's move to the next segment of the, so behalf of Indian community in the United States, especially in Edison area, so we do have different members from the different community, from Tamil Sangam to Telugu, North India Association, you name it, Gujarati Samaj, Maharashtra Mandal. There are several, organizations are involved in it. So, behalf of, it's an honor. So, would like to invite Patil Sahab and Mr. Mahajan, Pradeep Mahajan. Can you come on the stage, please? I would like to request you to please come on the stage and Vartiya.
But I thank Dr. Patil at such a, he is almost 80 plus, what's your age, sir? 82. At the age of 82, he's flying back to Mumbai to Delhi tomorrow. But when he realized that I'm in United States for a short while, he requested, you must come to MBS, maybe a small gathering, but let me be introduced to the Indian community at large. And it was Kalyan ji who also took the initiative to bring me here, and thank you, Dr.
Okay, right here. Ready? 3, 2. Everyone here. Smile. 3, 2. Thank you.
Really happy. I know. That's why I told you. But said, hopefully you take it back.
Thank you, Maharaj.
I would like to request Maharaj की काही लोकांचे एक धन्यवाद.
Yeah, what's up, Sam?
देव कारलेने धन्यवाद प्रस्तावना देतील.
What's up, Sam?
हा, आणि त्यानंतर dinner as well as the while we are taking the pictures, whoever wants, they can join with Maharaj and take the picture, family pictures. Okay, so let the first yeah. थैंक्स होने दो, उसके बाद फोटो सेशन करेंगे आप. प्लीज प्लीज ऐसा चाहे.
Between you and a delicious dinner. So I will make sure, and after listening to Chhatrapati's on behalf of our Indian American community, first of all, thank you all of you for giving your time out, coming and attending this beautiful event. Chhatrapati ji, as we often call Janatecha Raja. You will see, is a commoner's person. He chose to sit on a common seat. All of his socio-political activities, you will see, is for the people, and he's with the people, amongst the people. So please, whatever activities he's doing, I would urge you to involve in those activities. Today's event wouldn't have been possible without all of you, particularly Kalyanji, Vasanji, and many others. And we thank you from bottom of our heart for making it possible. Particularly all of you, considering it's listening to Chhatrapati ji. So thank you all again. Dinner is served, so please enjoy. Dhanyawad.
Jai Shivaji! Jai Shivaji! I would like to request everyone, please help yourself. Dinner is ready.